They had a slow start in that game one. They want to get up smoking hot here tonight. Straight away, Beckford Norton, pesky defense, challenging Guthrie Smith. Ball will go back to the British Virgin Islands. Use the quickness of the BVI team against the length of England.
Handy, great D from her, shot clock violation. And Handy was right up in the grill of the BVI, British Virgin Islands player.
Yeah, the pressure there was forced by Beckford Norton at the beginning of that play, knocking the ball out of bounds, taking 6 seconds off. England, we know, they have a lot of big sets. They're going to call a foul there on the British Virgin Islands. Beckford Norton trying to set a back screen to try and get Sheridan Green going to the basket. But the defender, I think that was Michaela Pickering, just grabbed the hold and says, "You're not going to let you do it."
Hannah Jump, who moved to California at 8 years of age with her family. Back, though, playing for England. Interviewed and was so passionate about how the team played earlier on in the sports presentation on court.
No, there's no points. Fouls being called early and often, which works in the benefit of England. Take your pick there. Fahy, I think, has been called for a shove in the back on Green. Of course, no players, limitless the amount of fouls you can commit individually. You won't be ejected from the game except for unsportsmanlike. And there you go, another one. It's a holding foul, this time underneath. Michaela Pickering grabbing a hold of Hannah Jump. What a name for a basketball player, of course.
Hannah Jump with the jump shot, misses this time. 3 fouls in the first, 30 seconds for British Virgin Islands. And they hit 7 fouls. England go automatically to the line for 2. Fahy with her work cut out. Andy, a shadow at the moment.
Well, that's an optimistic shot there from Victor. It was one of those times where Virgin Islands were trying to run an offensive set, but they didn't actually get any penetration to the basket, so Joy Victor had no option but to sling it up.
Check ball, Handy. Finds Jump. Jump nails the 2, delightfully so, and immediately turns on Pickering in defence. Good from Victor, good from Beckford Norton as well.
I'll tell you what.
Handy, how she kept that in.
Shanice Beckford Norton, a one-girl wrecking crew defensively. And Chantal Handy makes no mistake, you can't leave her that open. The veteran. 2-point shooting is the name of her game. Beckford Norton eventually overly aggressive. 2-point scores. Name of the game for England. Fahy there just sitting way back against one of the best shooters you'll see of the basketball. Chantal Handy says thank you very much. So England have converted the fouls and the pressure into points now, and just like that they've gone from 0-0 to 4-0, although
Joy Victor gets British Virgin Islands first point at 4-1 now. She then claims the ball under the basket. Smith trying to find a way through. Beckford Norton, though, keeps her at distance, but she does well just to sneak the ball.
That's a nice move.
Foul called.
The thing that England has over British Virgin Islands, and as Canada had over them, is size. Sheridan Green, offensive rebound. First of the game for her. And once she gets it down there, there's nothing that the girls in blue can do to stop her. And all she's got to do is step up, convert the free throws. That time fouled in the act of shooting. But she does not get it to drop. A let off for BVI.
Fahy with a smile. Smith as she came back. Beckford Norton unrelenting in her deep jump, steps outside again, looks for two again and puts it down for 6-2.
Well, it has to be said, England are playing with a lot more confidence on the offensive end. That time Hannah Jump dancing back behind the 2-point line to get the two instead of taking the one. Bedford Norton trying the same thing, coming up short.
Smith, Farheat, nothing. Well, she does get the ball, but Green.
Shot clock is winding down as well. Not going to get this one off.
Great deep.
Great defense. Sheridan Green in the outset played the defense there. That was the key. Farheat had to throw it back out, and then it was game over.
So much time for it, didn't it? At the moment, England are only dealing outside the arc, and they look to do so again. This time, Green collects, although trying to get the shot away. Smith now outside, looking for two, doesn't get there. Jump does. Handy, back to Jump. Plays the percentages, looking for Green. The smaller player, Smith, stole in and stole the ball.
Yeah, that's the angle. You've got to have the right angle for the pass.
Jump missed, came in. Good hustle from her. Green
Offensive rebound. That's the difference there. Jump missing the shot, but then following up. I was just about to say that England do not need to live and die at the 2-point line, and that's there, a foul that Chantal Handy does not need to commit. Shot clock running out, and then she bangs into the body. She's going to send
literally milliseconds before the buzzer
to the line. But see the hustle there from Jump. We know she's a 2-point threat, so what she's made a couple, and that's okay. But now force the defense to come and challenge you and then close out. Try and make the good pass.
TV timeout. The teams huddled together very closely indeed. Mind you, it's so noisy in the stadium here. Of course, there's not much worry of them hearing each other and hearing what they're saying, particularly.
Well,
unlike in other sports where you're worried, you don't want to hear what the other team is saying. There's so much going on here. You're a metre away from someone else, you can't hear it.
Well, then also you haven't got. There's no benefit. There's not unless they're really saying something horrible about you. You're not going to get your feelings hurt, are you? You get your feelings hurt out on the floor in the game. I'll never be upset because someone says something bad about me in a timeout. I'll say for England, they've got these sort of little plays against a better team. They will get punished. Joy Victor makes them pay for that. Well, you see, momentum and confidence, things that come from making jump shots. And Hannah Jump is a jump shooter. And now she's got 3 2-point shots to her name.
Smith up top, doesn't get there. Handy, just relaxed, finds Beckford Norton. Beckford Norton sits left-hand side, drives through into the paint. She goes very good deep. That time from Joy Victor.
They call a bounce line out of bounds there on the penetration. Jump with a well-earned break. Sits down with a team in command, 9-3 up. Now trying to get Green underneath the basket. Instead they get Handy. She misses the two, but that's what Green gives you. Especially with the mismatch size-wise, and Beckford Norton, she's pesky like a mosquito. She chases after the ball relentlessly.
3 baskets from 5 for Green now in the game. 2 in a row for her in England. It's 11-3.
Oh, tough call there, Handy. Oh, Green rather. She's got an ironic smile on her face saying to the referee, I got all ball. I was just about to say the reason why Green's having it so easy tonight is she's not being challenged defensively because the BVI players aren't big enough to challenge her around the basket, and they take her outside and they draw a foul on her that time, but her efforts are being rewarded on the offensive side.
Joy Victor shining for the British Virgin Islands at the moment.
Well, they certainly look a lot more confident than they did against Canada earlier on.
So out to 3 points of 4 for her team. Misses that one.
Violation there. You see the look, Shaliqua Farhi just stumble into the lane. It's one of those things, if I don't make eye contact with the referee, she didn't see me, it didn't happen.
Jump again, left-hand side jump shot for 2, doesn't get it that time.
I'm not questioning her range, and that was a great play they called. She fades out to the wing, but she's just maybe a half a meter further back. And don't forget, with the wind blowing, I know she's made 3, and there's no question she can make it. You see there, she fades. Look, she's gone way behind the two-point line. She could have just been a step in.
And the wind is blowing on that shot for Hannah Jump, left to right as she looks at it. Although it's dropped slightly as the evening has gone on. It's really strong wind earlier on. Green in, through the paint, gets the layup.
And there's nothing that British Virgin Islands can do about that.
No basket. This was the work of Green.
And that's just a simple kick to the wing and then cut hard to the basket. England in control in this game, and now they're starting to find the solution in Sheridan Green.
4 in a row for her, 13-4.
Well, Hannah Jump has softened them up with her deep shooting, and it's opened things up inside.
She was listening to you, Martin. She stepped about half a yard in, as you said, and nails it. Swoosh from Hannah Jump once more. That is now 4 for her so far from outside. Looks for 5. Does she get it? No, she doesn't that time. Who's in there? Sheridan Green.
And so it's the 1-2 punch that England have. At the moment, you recognise where the hard hand is in Hannah Jump. There she is. She makes the 2s. The defense has to come out on her, try and take that jump shot away. If you don't, she's going to punish you. That's 4 from 9 she's making. So when you go out on Hannah Jump, it opens up inside for who? Sheridan Green, who's then she gets the offensive rebound, and she says, "Oh, my turn to score. Free throws are us."
Green just rolling off it and out to play.
I think that might have been last touched. Indeed it was by Green, so BVI will get the ball back. When you talk about England wanting to win with some authority, is definitely going to get a strong victory, but again, for Virgin Islands, they've certainly been better in this game than they were in their first effort against Canada.
No look pass from Handy, jump left hand side. Doesn't go that time. Beckford Norton. Just querying.
She's not querying, Dan, she's disagreeing with it.
Completely disagreeing, you're right, yep.
But
it came off her knee, she said, it came off her knee.
I've been around basketball a long time in my career, and I've never seen a referee go, "Oh, do you know what? You're right."
Yeah.
So yeah, okay,
here's
you can
whistle.
have it.
Carry on.
Well, I'll give you the whistle. I've been offered the whistle a few times, but they never said, "Here, you have the ball." And the point being, and the understanding the intensity of the heat of the moment, you want to keep arguing their jumps, telling Beckford Norton to slow down.
But equally, good refereeing there. Went across, and yes, she gave her a warning about the technical foul, but it was very calmly delivered, and Beckford Norton just said, "Yep, fair enough, okay." Communication like that can calm players down, and that is good refereeing.
Yes, good refereeing, consistent refereeing. But for Beckford Norton, the lesson to be learned is, where is my energy most effective? It's most effective in the game of play. So let me just concentrate on that. Let the referees do her job, and I'll do mine.
Smith and Beckford Norton, a fascinating little battle within this game. 3:59 left. England 16, British Virgin Islands 4. Timeout.
Well, they say first dead ball under 4 minutes. 3:59. That's definitely under 4 minutes. You can't get any closer than that. Off the turnover from England. And England have been, it's hard to say better or worse. They're doing what we need, what England wants to do in this game. But Virgin Islands,
England have Canada to come. From here, English fans will be wanting England to turn this on and essentially turn out the lights on the session. British Virgin Islands, though, again, putting in a very, very good shift indeed. And we said it's all about learning from each game from them. Good stuff from Joy Victor.
To grow the game, to inspire one young lady in the British Virgin Islands to find out where her local club is. That's all you want to do.
Pickering, jump, steps in. Pickering comes across though, doesn't give up.
You like the hustle from Virgin Islands. Very little chance they're going to get back and win this game, down by 12 points, under 4 minutes to go, but still hustling, diving all over the floor.
Handy, right-hand side jump shot. Beckford Norton.
Tell you, as far as the British Virgin Islands are concerned, Shanice Beckford Norton, she's like a wasp at a summer picnic. She's just annoying as anything. She's buzzing around. She won't let you just sit and enjoy your coronation chicken, not even for a second. And then meanwhile, Hannah jumps.
6.
Look at her, she's smiling now.
6 2-pointers from Hannah Jump.
Well, I'd love to see a roll of all 6 of her shots that she's nailed. 50% from 2-point shooting. There's no question already now, this is the best individual 2-point shooting performance of the competition so far. And just for good measure, now you wonder her coach going to say to her after the game, hey, we only needed 1, what do you keep shooting 2s for? She's made more 2-point shots in one game than any other player has made in 2 games combined. Is there any question who's going to be considered the player of the game for England? Look at Beckford Norton. Even though, no, look, you're up by 20-4. Look at her. She should be playing in white with red. She should have black and yellow hoops on her tail.
Joy Victor just wandered away. She'd taken an arm to the nose. That's been a brilliant battle between those two. Just real hard graft from the 2 players. Fahy with Sheridan Green not offering any points away, and in comes Victor and gets the ball back on the defensive board.
It's like the Wasp versus the Hornet between those 2.
Fahy finishes right-hand side. It's 25. Hannah Jump. Does she have the nerve to finish it from here, from outside? Beckford Norton. Jump looks for it. Can she? Not quite that time. Green gets it back. Jump again. Unperturbed. Misses. Beckford Norton. 2:15. Everyone's willing. Jump to take it. Sheridan Green can finish it. No, she can't. Fahy has to take it outside the arc. Don't forget, she goes for a 2-pointer. They are allowed to shoot from inside the arc here.
Yeah, well, this is part of the learning process. Tournament basketball, okay, there's smiles there, we're relaxed, 2 minutes left, we're up by 15. We're definitely going to win. We want to win with a 2. But this is the learning process. This is when the coach is going to say to them after the game, say, hey, hold on a second, folks. Close the game out. Get me the win. I don't need 2s, I need 21 points. Handy Jump says, but I want to do it 2.
7 from 16. 7 2-pointers from Hannah Jump. Oh, the scenes at Smithfields. England get their first win at Birmingham 2022. And it was the Hannah Jump show.
Well, no question about that. Well, as it's the first time 3x3 has been in the Commonwealth Games, that is a Commonwealth Games 3x3 record. No question about that. 7 2-point shots. The highest individual points tally in Commonwealth Games 3x3 history, 14 points personal. She beat the British Virgin Islands by herself. Hannah Jump, star of the moment. The disappointment of defeat earlier on, forgotten. And England march on and prepare for a showdown with Canada.
Born in Warrington. And St Matthew's Primary School in Stretton will be very proud of their former pupil, because she's led England to victory here over the British Virgin Islands. 22-5 in Pool B. The hosts are very much off and running, and they'll be delighted to do so. It was oh so close against New Zealand for them earlier. Now they get a comprehensive win. Look at that. 8 from 21 from outside for England. 5 from 9 from inside. Out rebounding British Virgin Islands, as you would expect.
Yeah, well, 9 offensive rebounds, so second chance opportunities. 38% from two-point shooting normally would be great anyway, but you can't dispute that. When a player makes 7 of them, nobody's going to complain about it. For British Virgin Islands, I think fatigue kicks in as well.
Now just to highlight, Joy Victor, 3 from 4 from inside, the number 23. You see her there for British Virgin Islands. A very, very good game from her indeed. Handy, down in the corner, put it for 2. Jump, stepped out. She put a lot up, but she made a lot count as well. And she seemed to thoroughly enjoy her basketball this evening. Sheridan Green again, as you said, her height on offer made a big old difference for England.
6 points, 5 offensive rebounds. That's a huge performance, and they can rely on her as this tournament goes on. They'll have tougher challenges than they've had tonight. And yeah, it's going to be great as long, you know, Hannah Jump, if she's making shots like this, England are almost impossible to beat, but, and I'm always going to be very biased in favour of the big players, you've got to have the performance inside, and that's what Sheridan Green brings to them. I like the fact that Chantal Handy, who's, you know, renowned as the veteran big-time scorer, played a backup role, feeding Hannah Jump, let her go to work. England march on, and now they are back in the action.
They are. New Zealand, the Tall Ferns are 2 from 2, 2-0. England have their first victory. That match against Canada, all important for them in Pool B. Thank you for joining us today from the Basketball 3x3 for day 2 of Birmingham 2022. It's over and out.